one more race in Brands Hatch for week 11. Welcome to the Clio SoF League. First time ever in Brands Hatch that we have a split 4 race. Only shows you how the community is able to grow the SoF League as a whole. So shoutouts to the community on this one. As we have never been here in a split 4 race before, we cannot talk about the past. But this is not the worst thing in the world. We are setting for a new future, and today is the future with the first Brands Hatch Split 4 race. And how things are shaping up? Let's take a look at the starting grid to see how qualifying went, and then let's go racing. Jack Davies on pole position. The current defending Split 4 champion also on pole for the very first Split 4 race here in Brands Hatch. Let's go racing. 15 cars. Everyone gridded. Everyone got off the grid. Step 1. Success. Kieran Kumsky. P12. No, we are missing one car apparently. Then Prix. We are missing. He qualified around P11. Interesting. Anyway, 14 cars it is then. Start went uneventful, which is a good thing. I'm looking through, I'm looking at the mini-map. Yeah, everyone is pretty close together, so nothing major must have happened. Javier Ballesteros gets one position against Julian Rehberger. And maybe also Kieran Kumsky, he's on the inside, turn 1. Brakes late, I think he touches Julian. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. He broke too late. And took the white and purple car to the gravel. Good news for Julian, he did not touch the wall, so the car should be fine. Martin Gonzalez goes wide in turn 3, but now he is 6 seconds behind the field. But, I know this is a small but, he has now clean air and has no need to fight people, because fighting usually makes you slower. Kumsky, this time he brakes a bit sooner, learns from his mistake. Stays behind Javier Ballesteros with his Ayrton Senna helmet. Jack Sandal Brownlee got past Martin Gonzalez, and we are looking at P4, 5, 6 and 7. Panlanka, Remnant, Stuker and Charlie Holmes. Meanwhile, there is a battle for P2, Michael Pratt and James Moore. James Moore goes wide for he hit me. And the Orpington driver Richard Nichols is leading by 1.3 seconds. So the longer P2 and P3 are fighting, the better for him. Nothing too earth-shattering around that statement. Martin Gonzalez and Jack Sandal Brownlee for P10. We see it up front. Ah no, it's right behind us, excuse me. We saw Stu Kerr trying something against Charlie Holmes. Now we see Charlie Holmes. 608 iRating. Lowest rated driver in this race. But P7. Similar thing for Michael Pratt. Only P13 in terms of iRating. But P2 in the actual race. Kamsky, this time he tries it on the outside. Car comes out of the pits. This is Dan Prix. Someone was in the gravel. This is James Moore. Ooh. Things are getting tight around here. So Dan Prix started the race with 4 laps down, but he started it. Maybe a technical problem. Who knows? Kieran Kamsky behind James Moore, who lost a lot of positions after his mistake in turn 1. But yeah, we talked about the difficulty of turn 1 back in the top split broadcast when we talked about the track itself. Richard Nichols is loving this. 3.3 seconds to Michael Pratt. 3.9 seconds, had a bit of a mistake in turn 2. The hairpin up the hill. Start to think this could... I mean, the race is still young enough that a lot of things can happen. But the P2 would be a great result for Michael Pratt. Don't know if we ever saw him on the podium in a split. But there's a lot of work to be done because there are a lot of cars right behind him. Like Kevin van Lanker and Paul Remnant. Also, Stu Kerr lost a few positions. I don't know what happened to him. I apologize. Charlie Holmes losing 2 positions, 3 positions. Mistakes are being made. You could say now, Kamsky side by side with James Moore, and he gets through, and he's now in P5 after starting from nowhere. Good comeback. I mean, yes, he put another car in the gravel, but nevertheless, good comeback. But now he has a bit of work to do. 2.7 seconds to Paul Remnant, Kevin van Lanker, and Michael Pratt, who still, so far, is the big upset of the race. Stu Kerr, different choice of line, didn't look that fantastic. But for split 4 it should be alright. Javier Ballesteros, P7 behind James Moore, who is car number 7, but currently driving in P6. That sounded like a pretty laid upshift if you ask me. We talk about it almost every single week. For those new to the car, upshift at 5,500 RPM and thank me later. The number 1 tip to gain lap time in the Clio without changing anything else significantly. Trust me and trust the Clio community on that. 5,500. But still, P7 is a decent result. We are in the second half of the race by now. Martin Gonzalez chases Jack Sandel Brownlee. P11 probably not where Gonzalez wanted to be. Stu Kerr and Charlie Holmes are together again. Ooh, a little bit of contact, but it is fine. Nothing too major. Stu Kerr to the outside, stays behind Charlie Holmes. Richard Nichols leading 6.4 seconds. Oh, someone goes white. This is then Prix, the lapped car. I hope everything goes right. Looks like it. Yeah, seems as everything. Everyone got past him. Little mistake there by him. Ooh, speaking about little mistakes, Charlie Holmes, this is the opportunity for Stu Kerr. To the inside. Turn 2, brakes later. And he is through. Gear on lap 11. Kevin van Lanker. Yeah, you know what sentence is now coming. It looks like he and quite a few guys behind him are faster than Michael Pratt. But being faster is one thing. Overtaking is a whole different beast. Kieran Kumsky and Paul Remnant. He saves it. He saves it. But now James Moore. Can he get past? We cut away as usual. Looks like it. Yes. Oh no! James Moore now dropping 2 positions. James Moore, what happened to James Moore? Oh no! Another car in the sand. This is Martin Tomaszko. We have not talked about him at all. There goes Julian. There goes Stephen Parks. Oh, what happened there? We have to uncover this in the highlights. What happened? Kamsky tries to overtake. They touch. He slides. He loses position. Moore gets past, and something must have happened on the way to turn 3. Ooh, little lock up there by Charlie Holmes. Watch out, Jack Sandal Brownlee, excuse me. Gonzalez overtakes Jack, as you can see right now. 3.5 minutes left on the clock. And Kevin van Lanker and Michael Pratt. He does not find a way through. He does not find a way through. And now the thing is, will he stay calm? Will he get nervous? Will Paul Remnant get even more nervous behind him? In his Nigel Mansell helmet. Kind of fitting that he's car number 5. I think we had this earlier this season where Paul Remnant and his Nigel Mansell helmet were car number 5. It rings a bell. Oh no! This was a bad one! This was a bad one. Gonzalez and Charlie Holmes. This was a bad one. And still now, maybe Paul Remnant. Yeah, I talked about it. Look. Paul Remnant, Kevin van Lanker. Watch out, give each other room. They do. Yes, they do. It was bound to happen with Kieran Kumsky right there as well. Was it only Kevin and Kieran, Paul, excuse me, it would have been fine, but with the third car right behind them, what a shame. Julian, after getting put into the gravel, he is now in P11. Maybe 1 or 2 positions still on the table, who knows? Here in this pack in the middle of the field. James Moore, in front of him is the damaged Martin Gonzalez. Before them there is a lapped car, then Prix, who is leading this train. Let's see how this will play out. Final lap has started, so only 17 laps in this one. No problem. Oh, big slide there by Jack Sandel Brownlee. Oh, no. Julian goes wide as a result. But, yeah, probably the smart thing though. Probably was the smart thing, even though he put himself into the gravel. Gets past Martin Gonzalez. And Richard Nichols, 10 seconds. Wow. Dominant. Michael Pratt, story of the race. Number 13 driver in P2. Congratulations. Kevin van Lanker and Javier Ballesteros also got through the field quite nicely. And now everyone else is finishing the race. Someone sacrifices his safety rating, whatever. Richard Nichols wins. And how it affects the overall standings and the split 4 standings, we're gonna find out right now. One more time, we are back at the standings, and as usual, we are looking for our participants of the race we just saw. I wonder, Kevin van Lanker, P28, P30 overall. This is his 5th best result of the season. Congratulations. Even though he lost 1 position. Oh, word! Richard Nichols, P23. I apologize, Richard. I overlooked you. He gained 5 positions. Nice jump. P23. But look how close it is. 23, 24, 25, 26. Super tight together. In general, from like P23 to P31. Super close. Super close it is. But yeah, these are the highest ranked split 4 drivers we have seen. Now I see Kieran Kumsky in the top 50. I probably miss 1 or 2 drivers. James Moore, I can see. Stu Kerr, who gained 2 positions. Paul Remnant, 10 positions. Also, 7 results. Not bad. Not bad at all. Michael Pratt, big jump. Best result of his career. Congratulations for that. Need 31 points to be in the top 100. And how many drivers did we even have? Now we jump a little bit. 230 drivers that have participated. At least once. At least once. But yeah, this is how it is. All those drivers. Yeah, quite a few. And if we take a look at the split 4 standings, we see Paul Remnant is leading the charge. 77 points. He has driven 5 races in Split 4, which is one of the reasons why he is leading. Not the only one that has 5 races in this split. We see Martin Gonzalez there as well, who always finished all his 5 races in Split 4 between 8 and 11, so pretty consistent. But why do we talk about it? First of all, it is the Split 4 race, yes. Second of all, next week we are in Manicourt. 2 things to keep in mind. We have never driven in Manicourt, and it is a paid track. So, I mean, Brands Hatch is also a paid track, don't get me wrong, but Brands Hatch has a rich Clio SoF history, so a lot of the community already owned the track. This is a question mark for Manicourt. We don't know who will show up because they own / bought the track. So maybe Paul Remnant just crowned himself Split 4 champion. Maybe. We're gonna find out next week, of course. Yeah. But if we get 4 splits, maybe Kevin van Lanker. And then, yeah, James Moore, 17 points. He is pretty far away. Not impossible, but difficult. Really, really difficult. But yeah. So maybe we have a Split 4 champion in Paul Remnant. Maybe we get one more race. Depends, of course, how many people will show up for the first time ever in Manicourt for the Clio SoF. I'm looking forward to it. This is it for the week. We have a few highlights, and then I hope to see you again for the final week of the season in Manicourt. Goodbye.